What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the Part-Time Nerd Podcast with your pals Alan and Rapid Dave. I'm Alan.
Marty, man, what up?
You know what? Just living life. That's it.
Yeah.
Just got done watching the 1986 movie Thrashin. You know, starring a very young Josh Brolin in this one.
So young.
So impossibly young.
He really is. He's quite young in this movie. It's funny. I've never seen it. I've never seen this movie. And then, I've never seen him that young. The youngest I've ever seen him was just Goonies.
Right. I completely missed this one too. And I don't know how, because all the other, especially the BMX, the rollerblading ones, I caught all those, but somehow I missed Thrashin,
Yeah.
uh, which is essentially Romeo and Juliet without the suicide. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. I mean, not really. They're just, guy from one skateboarding group likes the sister of another skateboarding group. I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know what to
The
say.
head, the ramp locals and the daggers
Yeah.
clashing in this. You got the overview on this where we launch into this?
Yeah, it's got the Google overview because I mean, otherwise, what are we doing here? Corey and his band of skater buddies sometimes make mischief, but they're more interested in girls and having fun on their boards than in getting into any real trouble. Notorious enemy crew, the Daggers, led by Tommy Hook, gets their kicks terrorizing the locals at Venice Beach. When Corey starts dating Tommy's kid sister, the Daggers are furious. The boys then take their beef to the LA Massacre, a deadly skate race down a canyon road. There you go.
Boom. There we go. And you
It's like
got,
they're going about 4 miles an hour that whole race.
well,
They
we'll
did
get to that here in
plus
a second,
speed.
but we got the official clock time at that. But yeah, no, Corey's from like Chicago or something like that. I don't know where he's from,
Yeah.
somewhere lame. And he goes to he heads to California for the LA Massacre, and just a big skating competition going on there. And you've got the beef between the Daggers and the Ramp locals, Venice Beach versus Dogtown. You had a ton of pioneers in skateboarding in this movie. They had little cameos, like a young Tony Hawk's in this.
Very young Tony Hawk.
Yeah, doing some tricks and stuff like that. Of Tony Avila's in it. I mean, there's a ton of skateboarding legends that are in this movie. I mean, this movie right here is pure just 80s montages and music. It's montage, a little bit of story, montage, a little bit of story, montage, a little bit of story. I mean, that's how this movie progresses, right?
And just mix in the Red Hot Chili Peppers, baby.
Right. I get, and we keep saying this, but a young Red Hot Chili Peppers too, right?
Yeah.
I was kind of thrown off because I'm looking at the cast and I see Flea, and I'm like, huh. And I see a couple of members of the group in there. I'm like, okay.
Hell,
What
Meatloaf's
are
in
they
this
playing?
thing.
Meatloaf, yeah, he's performing in it too. I think he's performing before the Red Hot Chili Peppers. But yeah, they show up to some club, and yeah, they're there to perform. So yeah, they come out and play themselves, play a little music. Corey's at one point. He's in this big competition, right? And he's doing his drop in, and the Daggers, they throw a bunch of jacks in there and mess up his run. It's kind of hard to believe that nobody. You got this big competition going on, right? Nobody saw that,
or cared or whatever,
right? Even cared, right? Which just leads to more chaos. The ramp locals are going after the Hooks, and then the Hooks end up burning down their half pipe that they just built at the beginning of the movie. That we got a montage for that, right?
Just built it.
Yeah, just built it. Which leads to Hook and Corey jousting, which that was just
that was the worst part of the movie. I think it was like the dumbest thing. I was like, y'all can't do anything else. But yeah, it was. I didn't even mind the movie. I was like, this is fine. Everything's okay. Whatever. But yeah, that was that part. I was like, this is incredibly stupid. But they had to do it.
Part got me a little bit, right?
Yeah, to break Josh Brolin's arm. You gotta take him down a peg.
And then now, he can't do anything. In the meantime, he's got this big scout watching him, right? Hey, we take winners, kid. He's like, well, if I can't win this, I'm out. I can't get the big endorsement. I want to skate for this guy. And yeah, it's just like the wrist that's broken. What? You can still skateboard.
He's like, it's my arm, and I was like, okay,
Yeah,
Yeah,
No, no,
nobody
it's
gets
just like your wrist, like right here, whatever. But he does the massacre anyways after getting in a fight with Chrissy, Chrissy's going back home because she's tired of her brother. Uh, Corey's going back home because he can't compete. And then Corey has a change of mind. She has a change of mind. And they end up,
She has
meeting
like
again.
hitchhike, and all kinds of stuff to get back. You know what I mean? She's like getting rides from truckers. You know,
It was the 80s. It was a different time, man.
and rules of the road still apply. All I'm saying. I don't know if I'd be too happy to say, how'd you get here? Oh, it's a long story. I think I'd want to hear it.
Please tell me more.
I can get away from your ass.
Yeah, but it leads to Corey ends up doing the massacre and he's going down the hill. What I thought was crazy was like you had guys going down this hill with no helmets on. Again, I know it's the 80s, but
80s, man.
like earlier in the movie, he kind of sets the things like, yeah, you're traveling about 30 to 40 miles per an hour down this hill, right? It's you get up high speeds and it's like it's a winding road. Like at one point, you have a kid flying off the road and landing in a tree
That was
over a
awesome.
cliff. Like,
I
it's like,
was like, that's so great. You can actually tell the ones that kind of spilled on maybe on accident or whatever. They were at high rates of speed because their board went flying and they went the other way or whatever. But then you had other ones that like they fell down and their board's like 3 inches from them. They're like, oh yeah. I'm like,
but yeah, no. So they're going down the hill and they're racing, and Hook takes an early lead, and Corey fights his way back, and ends
Corey
up
didn't leave
passing
the
him.
position. He just stayed like hunched down the entire
He's
time.
hunched down.
They did have to
Aerodynamic.
they did have to hit the brakes a couple times, go around some of those corners. So they laid out a little bit just to like take some speed off. But yeah. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
They end up pushing and shoving each other.
Yeah.
Corey stays standing. Hook goes down. Corey wins. And at the end, they clock him going down the hill. And he's going 63 miles an hour.
I thought it was 66, but yeah, 60 something. I was like, oh, buddy. MFer was flying down that hill, and he got they had a little ramp, whatever. It's not even a quarter pipe, it's a half pipe, but it's like almost a launch ramp. So yeah, he did that, and I think it said the Widowmaker on the back of it. I was like, it's a skateboarding ramp.
But going 63, just does a little jump and then just able to stop just like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
Okay, buddy. Okay.
Well, if he's doing it fast, he would have been in the ocean.
He gets the big endorsement he wanted.
Yeah.
Chrissy's there. They're in love. Hook walks up to him. He's like, man, mad respect, bro. I got you. They're BFFs now. And, the movie ends and it's just, I don't know. It's just pure 80s magic is what this is, right? Is there any other way to put it?
I didn't have any issue with it. Oh, Josh Brolin was 17 in this movie.
God.
17. Yeah. I did like that it was only like an hour and 33 minutes long. That was cool. It was on and off before I realized what was going on. But no major hangups other than the jousting. You're right. It's just
jousting was pretty lame.
It's mid 80s, so you're talking 86. So it's getting out there. And then everything gets a little bit more ridiculous as the 80s move on. But yeah.
But you're in California, right? In Venice Beach. So you have all the bright colors and everything. And then you've got kind of more of the grunge side of things, even though it wasn't quite grunge yet, but maybe punk rock, you would say, over there on the Dogtown side of things, right? Yeah. But it's just, I don't know, it's time capsule back to the 80s. It's montages at its best, with the awesome 80s music. I got no complaints on this. I enjoyed this a lot. What do you got?
Lizzie heard it, poked her head in there, and then turned away or whatever, and then walked back out. I was like, man, I'm in here watching Thrashin. She goes, yeah, I know. I was like, of course. I mean, he was like 25 years old, probably. Right in the wheelhouse there. Yeah, I was in a skateboard king. No complaint. Like I said, other than the jousting. So this thing actually got some pretty good reviews too. IMDb 6.5 out of 10, 71% on Rotten Tomatoes, 3.1 out of 5 on Letterboxd. I do not have info on the Google users' approval of this.
What?
It is not available. I don't know if they're trying to box me out because I've been making fun of them, but it is not available on this computer no more.
That is ridiculous.
We'll see on the next one. We'll catch you on the next review, see if it's there.
All right, there we go. So Thrashin is peak 80s skateboarding chaos in the best possible way. The story is super cheesy. The acting is all over the place, but honestly, that's part of the charm. The skate scenes are awesome. The soundtrack rules. And seeing a young Josh Brolin in this feels wild. It's basically Romeo and Juliet with skate gangs, and somehow it totally works. If you love goofy 80s movies and old school skate culture, this one's a blast. Boom.
Calling it goofy is like that is not right. This is not a goofy movie. This isn't a
It's not a
goofy ass.
goofy movie, but like you got the one guy who's just very, he's not all there, right?
That's his name. 'Cause they sent him to go get beers because they peeled off all the bottles when he was going into the bar, the club or whatever. And they go, "Hey, whatever the hell his name is, go get us some beers." And he goes and gets them, and then like they chunk a skateboard at him as a giveaway, and he drops all the beers. Radley, that's his name, Radley.
And he's got his car that's like brand new, and they're like, "You always wanted a convertible, right?" He's like, "Yeah." It's like chop off the top of it, like paint it all over the place. Like, I don't know, man.
Oh,
It's
it was Tyler. That I think that's who that was. It might have been
is that
Tyler. I
Tyler.
don't know. Anyways, he's
I
in the
don't
Lost Boys too, so he looked familiar.
Yeah, but yeah, no, it's pure '80s nostalgia and greatness. That's what I got on this one.
I'll watch it.
Um, have you guys watched Thrashin'? Were you part of a skateboarding gang? Let us know. What was your gang? We want to know. As always, guys, I'm Alan.
Marty.
Talk to you later. Deuces.